ashver.com.
Hello and welcome to ashver.com. You are watching an interesting and informative video on how to get rid of a yeast infection fast and naturally.
Please read the disclaimer carefully.
What are yeast infection symptoms? Infections most often naturally occur in females, and the most common place by far where the infection manifests itself is in and around the vaginal area. The most common symptoms of a vaginal yeast infection are colon redness, inflammation, swelling, itching, thick white discharge, pain when urinating, pain during intercourse. As you can see, these types of symptoms could very well be signs of some other issue, perhaps even more problematic than a yeast infection. This is why it is vital that you get yourself to your doctor for a proper diagnosis. For the purposes of this article, we shall continue on the assumption that you have been diagnosed with yeast infection. What causes yeast infections? The cause dash. The thing that actually causes yeast infections is a yeast-like fungus called Candida albicans. This is a naturally occurring fungus found in the human body, mainly in the gut, but also in warm, moist locations such as the vagina, anus, mouth, underskin folds, and so on. You normally don't have to worry about the Candida fungi because they are usually kept from overgrowing into an actual infection by the millions of friendly bacteria in your body. But if this environmental balance of good bacteria v bad bacteria is upset in any way, then the Candida can overgrow and proliferate throughout your body, causing yeast infection, sometimes called Candida, candidiasis or thrush. Root cause of yeast infection dash. Anything that helps to upset this environmental balance or feed the actual Candida albicans can be recognized as an underlying cause of yeast infection. Here are just some of the most important. Too high blood sugar levels. The yeast feeds on sugar. Beneficial bacteria depletion, for example antibiotics kill the good guys as well as the bad guys. Immune system breakdown, for example through illness, stress, etc. Hormonal imbalance, for example pregnancy, menstruation, menopause, etc. Drug therapy affecting the above, for example antibiotics, steroids, the pill, HRT, immunosuppressive drugs. You can see then how important it is to address these root causes if you are to have any chance of banishing your infection. Mainstream treatment for yeast infection. Naturally enough, the first port of call for most women with yeast infection is the pharmacy for over-the-counter antifungal medicines. These are usually in the form of things like creams, sprays, pessaries, tablets, and so on, depending on where the infection is. Typical of these are colon monostat, Michelex, loratadine, terazole, micatin. These are normally taken as 1-day, 3-day or 7-day courses depending on the severity of the Candida infection. The course is usually printed on the pack after the name, for example Stat 7. A 1-day course is the highest potency drug, with a 7-day drug being the least potent. It's very important to ensure that you finish the course even if the symptoms abate. These medicines can clear the symptoms for many women in the quoted time frames, but there are 1 or 2 drawbacks. They do have some negative side effects. They tend to focus on the infection symptoms rather than the underlying causes, and the Candida fungus can build up a resistance to the drugs over time. This means that many women can suffer from recurring infections. And there's the ongoing cost, of course. This is why there is an increasing interest in getting rid of yeast infections naturally using reduce stress. This is very important in removing yeast infection. Stress can lower your immune system, thus allowing the Candida to overgrow. So do all that you can to reduce the stress in your life, including exercising, rescheduling your activities, getting proper sleep, time out for relaxation, etc. Diet. Change to a diet that avoids foods and ingredients that can actually help the Candida fungi to overgrow. This means avidly checking food labels and avoiding or seriously reducing the following: sugar in all its forms, including anything ending in apostrophe dot, for example, fructose, candies and chocolates, foods containing sugar, including tinned foods such as baked beans, etc., artificial sweeteners, refined carbohydrates because they break down into sugar, products containing yeast, dairy produce, often contains hormones and antibiotics, processed foods, food containing preservatives, flavoring or colors, monosodium glutamate, message, fizzy drinks, stimulants like coffee, energy drinks, cigarettes, etc. In terms of meat, fish, and vegetables, you should make a real effort to eat only organic, as modern farming methods tend to treat with antibiotics, hormones and take probiotics. Probiotics are a way to help replenish the beneficial bacteria in your gut. They are available in the pharmacy or health food store and contain liver-friendly bacteria. You can normally get them in tablet, capsule, powder and liquid forms, and it is always best to get the best quality ones. Yogurt as a probiotic. Natural yogurt is a very well-known source of live cultures. But it must be free from sugar, coloring, fruit and any other additives. Always check that the tub says that it contains live-active cultures. The beneficial bacteria that is especially good for yeast is Lactobacillus acidophilus, found in true natural yogurt. One of the best ways to ensure you get the very best is to make it yourself. A quick search on the internet will reveal simple ways to do this. Or you can purchase natural yogurt making kits at very reasonable prices here. Interestingly, as well as rebalancing your gut flora, you can apply the yogurt directly over the site of the infection. For inside the vagina, you can simply coat a regular tampon and insert a herbal home remedies. There are very many herbs that have excellent natural properties to help you get rid of the symptoms as well as prevent further infections. Here's a small sample: turmeric, cinnamon, powderco, golden seal, chamomile, black walnut, myrrh. Get them and more at your herbalist or health food store. Tea tree oil. This has very powerful antifungal properties. You should get tea tree oil at the pharmacy and some health stores. But don't use if you are pregnant, and don't apply to areas where the skin is broken. Apple cider vinegar. This remedy discourages candida growth by helping to rebalance your body pH. It must be raw, apple cider vinegar that hasn't been distilled or pasteurized. You should be able to get this at health food stores. To take internally, just add 2 to 3 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar to a large glass of water and take 2 to 3 times per day. Externally, just put half a cup into a low, warm bath and bathe for around 20 minutes, lapping the water against the affected part. Cranberries. The flavonoids in cranberries help to strengthen your immune system and so to fight the bad bacteria more effectively. As well as fresh, frozen or dried cranberries, you can get them in juice form. Garlic. Raw garlic has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties. It can be eaten to help kill the fungus in your gut, as well as topically, peeled and crushed into a paste and applied over the area affected. It can also be inserted overnight in the vagina to help kill off the candida there. Just wrap some muslin around a peeled garlic clove and tie securely with dental floss. Leave a tail of dental floss for easy removal. Coconut oil. Virgin coconut oil is high in caprylic and lauric acid, giving it very powerful antifungal and antimicrobial properties, ideal for combating yeast infection. It can be used in your diet and in your cooking. Take care that you don't use the hydrogenated type, only use virgin coconut oil. Additional tips on how to prevent yeast infections. Here are some more things to consider in preventing Candida infections. These are founded on the principle that Candida just loves warm, moist, humid conditions and an alkaline environment. Avoid wearing tight jeans, pants, panties, etc. Wear looser-fitting jeans and pants. Wear cotton panties that let the area breathe. Maintain a clean and dry genital area. Change out of damp, sweaty swimwear or gym wear ASAP. Stop using scented feminine sprays, soaps, gels, douches, pads, tampons, etc., as these can both irritate the fragile membranes and upset the pH, alkaline, acidic, balance. Don't ignore these things, as they form an important part of your overall approach to get rid of your yeast infection at home and prevent future.
Thank you for watching this video. This channel offers motivational, inspirational, valuable and informative videos to soothe, cleanse and inspire your health, mind, body and spirit. You can find lot of interesting videos on wide range of topics here. Stay tuned and keep watching.